Starting off on the Bitcoin weekly chart and having our Fibonacci levels drawn out, we can see the trajectory of Bitcoin over the past almost 4 months. We have the upward trend moving into this area of consolidation. Bitcoin has been in a state of consolidation over the past couple of months, up to the point where it broke below the 23.6% Fibonacci level over here and continued its downward trend. Now, there was this severe drop, but it found support at the 38.2% Fibonacci level. The hope is that it doesn't go further down and that somehow it can maintain its bounce off of this level. Zooming in on the daily chart, we see at this point and at this point, after pretty severe downward trends, Bitcoin proceeded to reverse at the 23.6% Fibonacci level. Not so on this third attempted dump. We see this point at which it consolidated for a couple of days, but ultimately broke down. Yes, it broke down below the 23.6, but it found support at the 38.2% level. This is quite an important level because breaking even further down below could have led to even further sharp declines of Bitcoin. But fortunately, that's not the case for now. We seem to be out of the woods in that we have bounced off that $41,600 price mark, and we'll see what else we can detect using our other indicators. Still on the daily chart, we can see that Bitcoin's price action is still operating below our 3 EMAs. So even though it seems to be holding support, we're still not out of the woods because price action is still below the 3 EMAs. On the weekly chart, however, we see that price action is above the 50 EMA, but still needs to get above the 20 EMA. And not only that, having the ends of the EMAs pointing upwards is very important as well. As we see with the 50-day moving average, we see that nice upward slant. Not so with the 20-day and the 8-day. So we still need to see some price action that will cause these averages to point upwards. Only then can we say that we're definitely out of the bear run and safely back in a bull run. Looking at our RSI on the daily, it's pretty much hit its low point, which once it falls below the 30, then it's in a state of being oversold. After being in a state of oversold, the next thing we're looking for using the RSI is a reversal, and the RSI indicator crossing back up above the 30 line is a good indication that the downward trend is reversing. This also would be a good point at which to enter back into a long position. Looking at the 2 points, both here and here, where the RSI fell below 30, is synonymous with the end of the downward trend, which also indicates a reversal and Bitcoin going back into an upward trend. This upward trend didn't last too long because again, we get this breakdown. And the $1 million question now is, can Bitcoin hold this support at $43,000? And can it avoid dropping below? To see if we can find any answers, let's zoom even further in and move down to the 4-hourly chart. And on this chart, I have my 3 EMAs. And now we see that Bitcoin is struggling to stay above the 8 EMA. Our hope for today will be for Bitcoin to stay above the 8 EMA and hopefully break above the yellow 20 EMA. Once it can do that, then we're getting closer to a true reversal in trend. But with price action still hovering under the 20 EMA, then we're not completely out of the woods as far as Bitcoin selling off. Drawing a trend line over the last couple of days and just taking the tops of our candlestick, the topmost point of our candlestick, you see it more or less lines up with the 20 EMA. And for us to see a true reversal in Bitcoin's downwards trend, we really want to break above the white trend line or to break above the 20-day moving average. And that's all we have time for today. I hope with this understanding of what Bitcoin is doing, we'll have a better perception of how to handle our trades, whether you want to continue to hold your coins, whether you want to sell your coins. It's up to you, but it's important that whatever you do based on technical analysis of the charts. So whether Bitcoin breaks above at this point or breaks below is yet to be seen. So whether Bitcoin breaks above this support it's been holding at 43K or whether it breaks below 43K is yet to be seen. So we're going to keep on looking at the charts and studying it to see what the charts have to say. Well, that's all, folks. I hope you've learned something from this video. And if you have, the only thing I ask is that you hit that like button. Comment below, because I do use your comments to better inform me of what other content to create. Share with your friends and family. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, but most importantly, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get my videos as soon as I upload them. And I'll meet you in the next video.